Hey there. I am Ivy Pearl will be here in a minute. Like she's gonna come back up. She had to fix something. We're trying to get her camera to show the right way, so she'll be here in a sec. And I'm waiting for her because I don't want to start at all until she's here. 'Cause I think I need some tips. I have not ooh, just too much stuff everywhere. I have not thought about what I'm going to use to color these at all. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll use these because they happen to be out. Um, yeah, I don't know. So we'll see. Trying to maybe they'll hold down that side of the page. Um, let's see. Where am I? For a little bit, I'm gonna put up the overlay because it's just me. Yeah, I got some goodies today actually. Hey, Foxy. Excuse me. Um, I got some goodies today that maybe I could show those until Ivy Pearl gets up here. I haven't even opened the box, so maybe I'll just do that now. I didn't have time. I thought, you should do a live, but I didn't have time. So, this is the brush I gotta clean. Oh, there she is. Okay. Hey! And it's
Hi.
right side up. I was going to show one thing that I got today. And I got a couple of things, but I figured while I was waiting for you, I'd show it. And it's like, what's in this box? This is one thing? Oh my god. Okay. Well, this is one of them. We'll see for the art journaling, junk journaling thing. They're transparent stickies. That's all. Some of them are hearts.
Those are pretty.
Yeah, I like the colors. And being transparent, I thought, well, that's kind of cool. It comes with a marker. So, let me see. I might as well show the other one if I can. Oh, there it is. Oh, I swear, I need to stop ordering from Amazon. But maybe this will be it. Okay, where's the seed? Use my old cuticle remover. This poor thing gets to work out for the wrong reasons, the wrong purposes, but oh well. Okay, why doesn't it want to look where I want it to? Sometimes that tape really be taping. Oh, come on now. There we go. This paper. Oh, okay. Scissors that have different kind of edges on them, like whatever design you see on the scissors is what kind of edge it cuts. So that's one thing. What's this one? There we go. They're all kind of squiggly. And a packet of palettes. I think there's supposed to be 4 in here. Good camera. I suppose I should probably 1 second put me on the big screen. I guess. Okay, so package of palettes. Preparation for using the gouache. Um, and these are all stickers. They're all transparent. Let's use colors. Oh, you get a pen with that too.
Those are pretty. I think they give you a pen because only oil based ink writes on transparent stickies. And so
Oh,
they don't want you to get the stickies and not have a pen that works on them, and then you'll be frustrated.
oh, yeah, I would be. I'd start throwing things. They gave me a free mustache. I could put it on one of my Hanna Karlzon faces. Okay, so that's that. Because I feel like I'm going to be putting words in my, I don't know, or use kind of, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I'm doing something more because I couldn't decide on the colors I wanted, so of course I got like all of them I could find.
Oh, those are pretty.
Yeah, I like these. Nice color. And one more set. See, I do this when I buy clothes too. I buy one in every color when I get something because it's like, oh, I like that. It's like, just get one in every color. I like these too because they're kind of like
Oh, those are nice.
bearded. Yeah. And they got a measuring thing here. Interesting. So that's it. That's a little bit that I got. A little thing I got.
I went down a rabbit hole, as I often do, on Amazon because of the crayon challenge.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided that I'm going to go ahead and get these other. I did like you, just get all the colors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like, why pick? Okay, how can I move this so that you're bigger? That's
Oh,
what I want to do. Okay.
I just was like, I had fun with those crayons and I'm going to do that again. So I didn't even know they had all of these colors of Crayola. So I'm
Bold
excited
and
though.
bright. That looks
I,
cool.
I know these are different. They have a different texture.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what it is. They don't feel as waxy as the standard Crayolas. So we'll
Oh.
see. We'll see how it goes. It says they're for construction paper, and maybe that's why they have a different texture. I don't know.
Oh.
I like it though. I like them. I like
Interesting.
all the Crayolas. And they're still
But,
really cheap as, you know, as the
yeah.
prices were before. So
Cool. So okay, so I see you got your King Art thingy out there. Are you gonna start with the background?
yes, I'm going to start with the background. I
Oh,
got my little cheap cutting board. This is what I use for my King Arts.
oh,
I
maybe I
got
should.
this from Walmart for $2.50.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna get the Karen Dash, the palette, but I just couldn't do it because this was $2.50.
Yeah, it's like they're doing that, and it's like the money's for the name. Like really, like
Yeah, I just couldn't do it. So this works for me, so I stick with this.
oops. Wondering,
I don't
yes,
know
yes,
exactly how I'm gonna do this, but I am gonna use the King Guard. Hi everybody. Hi Foxy. Hi Taylor.
yeah. See, this is like because it's got the holes. I don't think I can exactly do that with this one. It's not flat, but oh dear, how am I gonna get this back in here? This is flimsy. Yeah. Hey Tony. I don't know. Oh my gosh! Don't do this to me. Get in there.
Let me just say up front, this is officially my fifth picture as an adult colorist.
Awesome.
This is only number five. So, and I'm going to be like Foxy. She's so brave. And so she is going to just dive in. So that's what I'm doing.
Yep. That's the way to do it. Wonder, can I use this somehow? That might be kind of. I mean, it's texture for it. There's not a lot of room in there, and I'm kind of messy, but I don't know. We'll see. I gotta decide on colors.
That would have been a good idea if I had done that, huh? I think I think I'm gonna do yellows and green maybe for the background.
I feel like I'm always doing like, I don't know, turquoise and purple. I need to do something different. Oh my gosh, I can't get this out. What's in here?
One thing I will mention that I've learned about these is that you can erase them. So if it goes on top, you can erase it a little bit. Just let it dry.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, I didn't know that. That's awesome. Good to know. You know what? I never use pink, or very rarely. Maybe I should use pink. Okay, there's one missing. Or is it just crooked? There's pinks in here too. See, I wind up getting everything out. Oh, brother. We gotta decide. Pink or orange? Pink or orange? I have done some. Well, I think I've done Hanna Karlzon pages with both, so that's not saying much. First one goes down is what color it is. That's just what I'm gonna do. I pulled this out. That's what it's gonna be. If you hear anything crash, nobody got hurt. It's just all the stuff in this room. I'm still, at this point, like we're looking at summer to fix it because like it's not happening now. D-Day is next Tuesday, and I actually have like next Tuesday. So, oh, I could. Oh, nah, I shouldn't put water in there. That's an accident waiting to happen. Not doing that. Too shallow. Too shallow for clumsy
I
me.
am
Oh,
using
that's
these King Art gel sticks, the lemon and grass green so far. And
okay.
I'm using just the blending brush.
I'm just trying not to make a mess. Okay. I think I'm ready now. Oh, you know what? My spray bottle. That's what I should use. That's what I'm going to use. I don't like having open water on my desk. It drives me a little. Well, it usually winds up spilled. So, because
Yeah.
I forget that it's there. Even if I just used it, I still forget that it's there. And it winds up all over my desk. So I'm putting some water in my little spray bottle. I'm going to use
I
that.
had a bad spill with a cup of coffee one time, and it has made me much more cautious. I got coffee everywhere because I didn't
Oh,
remember. And I always have coffee somewhere near me because I love coffee. But
mm-hmm.
yeah, I just got a little too careless about it.
So I don't know how bright this is. And what color am I going to want the flowers? I almost feel like. So can you put pencil over the King Art thing?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
So we're going in. Okay, I know I'm not following like I don't know. I say do the background, but like I don't care. I'm gonna make them blend with the background somehow. I think as soon as I figure out what am I doing now.
Hi, Mandy.
It would help to have a little bit in
Hi,
there.
Bubbles.
Let's see. We're gonna try it.
One thing too that I like about this cutting board is that I noticed that some people their Caran Dash palette is stained, and maybe this will get stained one day too, but this cleans up completely. I just spray it with multi-purpose cleaner,
Mm-hmm.
and it just comes clean.
Cool. Yeah, it seems like they're a lot. I don't know. They're a lot more versatile than like the oil, like the Marabou art crayons, which are kind of like waxy oil based. These seem a lot more versatile than and workable than those to me.
These blending brushes, Taylor is asking, I got these from Amazon. And I think I might have gotten one of them from the Dollar Tree. I'm pretty sure I saw one there before. And I got one there. This smaller one I got from Dollar Tree. But these and these I got from Amazon.
Yeah, I guess some people use these as makeup brushes, right? Because I think I bought a set as makeup brushes, and then I tried to use them, and I'm like, I can't put my makeup on with this.
I think they originally came out as makeup brushes and they were super trendy, but most people couldn't use them effectively. And I guess people bought them, so they found another use for them.
Hmm.
I never had them as a makeup brush though, so I don't know if they were effective for makeup or not.
I think they're okay, like for blush when you're putting on blush, but I don't think people really wear blush anymore. And then maybe like if you're one of those people who like contouring with like with powder or something, maybe I guess. But yeah, I just found it very awkward, and I don't wear as much makeup as I used to. So, and I don't think I ever wore as much makeup as people do now who wear makeup. Like, good gracious, like thick layers of paint the burn. It's like paint the burn the last 30 years. It's like it's your face. It's not a burn. Sorry, I'm yelling. They say, "Hey, Bubbles. Hey, Mandy." I don't remember if I said that or not. Oh, I just marked myself with it. Huh. Do I want them the same color? There's a question. Where's my lid? Uh oh. There it is.
Another thing too, you can go back and blend over areas later if you want. It's usually pretty easy to do.
Oh, look at it! Wiped all of that up. This took all of that the red up. There's just like a little bit on the outside. How
Hmm.
cool is that? That's neat. Okay. I need to find another. Oh, I should have put. Should have a darker color on some of them. The lighter one. So what color is this? Is this sparkle? I don't want sparkle. This is what we're using. By the way, if you wanted to know, King Art Mixed Media Gel Sticks.
Oh, I like that color.
Those
I
are
think
nice
I'm
together. That's pretty. And
I
look how
like these are
fast
just
you're
so
getting that background
easy.
down. It's just like boom, boom, boom. Better close all the way.
I think, yeah, one of the things I like about them is they're super fast.
No, this looks lighter, not darker. Hmm. I want it. We'll keep it there. Oh, what did Mandy have for dinner? Ramen.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind some good ramen. I bought this one ramen that, like, I don't know, people were saying, I don't know. I saw one place where people were raving about it, and so I tried it because, like, I had some kind of special deal or coupon or something for it, and it's like an instant ramen thing, but it's supposed to be like high class instant ramen. That stuff is nasty. I got it and I was so disappointed. It's like, ew. I'd rather have the Maruchan or whatever it's called than this. Oof, it was bad.
Let's see. I've lost track of the colors that I'm using. Okay, I think that's right.
These are different, really.
Oh.
Looks kind of pink. I'm wondering.
So are you going to use the King Arts for the whole picture?
I don't know. I'm probably gonna do a combination of things. Um, gonna try, I think, to use mostly the King Art gel things, but I'm probably gonna add something. And I'm kind of eyeing these distressed watercolors because, like, it's something that I haven't really used that I have, and I want to use everything that I have, and I want to see how certain things work together. So I'm kind of eyeing them because they happen to be out right next to me. So they're water soluble too, so that might do something interesting. I don't know. I don't know. Just want to try and do something different so I can learn something.
I think I like these for backgrounds. Now, take that with a grain of salt as a person who's only done 5 pictures. I have not tried them on anything other than a background. Whereas Linda, on the other hand, has done hair.
It was torture. It was torture. I don't recommend it. It was torture.
So I don't know. But I love them for backgrounds because I feel like they're super fast. So
They both look the same color. Hmm.
another thing I will say about these blending brushes that I got from Amazon is they come in with this tiny size. So if you have smaller areas, you can get in there with the really small brush like that.
Those are cute. You know what? That's what I needed to look for. Where my um, my little silicone blending things were. What was one thing I forgot to look for? I wonder. Come out. Let's sprinkle. Open. Not that one. Maybe this one. Okay, I might just. These look the same. I guess not. There's a mauve. Hmm.
Okay, I can tell you all something that I noticed that you all make look easy. Talking and coloring at the same time. It is not that easy.
No, it's not. That's why I think I get a lot more coloring done when I'm on someone else's live rather than on my own. Because then they're doing the talking, and I can just, I don't really have to talk so much.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm getting used to it a little bit though. Now see this, don't do what I do. I don't know. I'm a glutton for punishment. That's all I can say. Don't do this. I never learn.
Okay, so I think I'm good to go for now on the background.
So I love the feel of whatever medium it is on the page. That's like a draw for me. I don't, I can't explain it. It's just like I need to feel it on the page. Just weird.
I like that the gel sticks are so smooth.
Yeah, they are. They feel really good going down on the page.
Okay, so all I do with this is I spray just some all-purpose cleaner on here, and then I'll show you guys that it gets really clean afterward.
Let's spray this with a little bit of water. I don't think I've ever done this pink, have I? I'm like really like, woo.
See, good as new.
Is it shiny? I like shiny.
Okay, now let's see what are we going to do with these flowers and these jewels. What do you suggest for the jewels, Linda?
I was leaning towards using, I would say pencil or watercolor. That's what I would think. Or if you're really good, like with, using these and like kind of dissolving them in more water or something like that in the palette, maybe that.
Oh, using these as like a watercolor.
Mm-hmm.
That would be good because I don't have any watercolors otherwise. Okay, I'm
And then you
gonna
go over it with pencil if you wanted like more detail or something in it.
postpone. I'm gonna table that.
Yeah, see, well, I'm afraid of the jewels because it's like, oh no,
I know.
reflection, oh no.
I'm gonna table that and go to something I'm much more comfortable with temporarily. I'm gonna go to the leaves and and pencils. So let's see how this is gonna go.
Let's see.
So I'm gonna switch up to these pencils, the Prismacolors, and maybe Color also. But I'm gonna start with this because I'm more familiar with these.
Yeah, to the corner. One of these. Oh, this has a chip in it. That's weird. Somebody took a bite out of it. I love this color. What is it? I can't see it. Gotta look at the camera to see it. Does it say? Oh, they don't have the names on there, do they? Do they?
They do.
Yeah, they do. Wait a minute. I can't see it without my. Can't see it there either. Oh, whatever. Gotta put my glasses on. I ain't doing that. Not right
Not
now.
that important.
No, it's like as long as it works, that's all I need. A little bit in there.
I saw Bubbles earlier using Prismacolors, and I was very surprised.
Oh, she uses them. She just uses them and cusses them out too at the same time. But
I'm most familiar with Prismacolor. I've had these for years. And I'm happy about coloring because now I have another reason to use them.
Piece of paper. So, what did you use them for before?
Usually sketching.
Okay.
Just a little bit of sketching. I never really did, and a little bit of coloring as well for when I make cards. So sometimes instead of using like Copics to color the images on the cards, I would use my Prismas.
Okay. Oop, crap. I do need to put my glasses on.
You said
Because I'm looking at another one. It's like, what color is this? I can't really tell. Let's see.
But I always like them because they're very soft and smooth, and they blend so easily. And mostly because the same reason people like polychromos that I hear people talk about them because they love to layer. I don't. I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to do 1,000 layers. I just want to get it colored and get it done. So
Mm-hmm.
Prismacolors, you can layer, and you, especially if you're not heavy-handed, if you're not too heavy-handed, you can layer, but you don't have to put 1,000 layers to build up the color.
Yeah, because it has a lot of pigment in it.
A lot, and it lays down a lot at a time. So I like that. But yeah, I've used them for a long time. But I hadn't been using them much, really. I had kind of shelved them for a few years until this coloring came about.
I'm sure they're happy.
They're
Like,
probably
hey, she found us again.
like,
Yeah, I really liked how they worked in the Kirby book. That kind of like tipped the scale for me. It's like, oh. And that's when I was like, oh, now I know why people like
I got my first Kirby book yesterday. I was very like, nope, never gonna color his work. Partly because some of his images scare me.
them. Mm-hmm.
And but then I saw you do a couple of pictures recently, and then I saw Foxy did those beautiful birds,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. And I got my first book. I'll show you all. It just came yesterday. I think yesterday.
I was just gonna ask. Did you get it?
This is the book that I got.
Oh, okay.
I
Cool.
think
Yes, and I
it's
have
a
that one too. Yeah.
compilation, and I like that it has these, kind of almost samples in the front, and it's got, you know, some of them still scare me.
But it has
But
yeah, it
like
has more that
that one
aren't
is
not so creepy. Yeah.
this one. I will probably tape these two pages together because yeah, I don't even want to
Oh
thumb
yeah.
past that. I don't even want to pass it when I'm thumbing through the book. So I'll
Oh,
probably
what's that
tape
that
them
thing in the
together.
water? Ooh, that's creepy looking.
Right. But see this, I like that. That's very nice.
Yeah.
The animals, very nice. Those flamingos, I can do that. But the ones that scare me, I'll probably tape them together.
Yeah.
But
I hear
I'm
you.
excited to have it, and I'm excited to color in it too.
Let's here. How I thought you would be so shiny. And the other ones aren't. I want it to be shiny. I like shiny. I don't know how I did that. Hmm. How did that happen? Probably I should read the freaking crayon. Is what I should do.
Some of them are metallic.
Yeah, and I'm thinking I must have had. I know this rose one is metallic. Yeah, metallic red orange. Ooh, it looks kind of pink. But this is blush. Huh. I don't know how I got it like that. Can I buy more? That's true, tailor made. I want baby pink.
I hope so. I'm I wouldn't be honest if I didn't say I'm not still a little bit nervous, but I'm less nervous than I was. So
These are, none of them are the right color. What's on the right? And I don't know. Hmm. I don't know how I did that. I need to do that again. Somehow. What's in those? Was it this? Did I use this? But this says copper. This, was it? I don't think so. Let's see. No, it couldn't have been that. Oh well. Blend it. Well, we had a heat wave today. It was 25 degrees.
was it a balmy 25?
Yep. Flip flops and shorts. Not. But yeah, definitely warmer than it has been. I wonder if let me try blending on here. See what I can get. See if I can get more. I don't want. Okay. Put them on together. See what happens. Okay, not much. A little bit though.
What book is that, Taylor? Is it the Carrie book that you're talking about? I was saying that I'm not a polychromos person, but Linda, you seem to color with all the brands.
Well, mostly because I kind of worked my way up, but I stayed for a long time just with basically, um, like I don't know what you call them. I don't know if they're called budget brands or whatever. Because I was like, oh, I don't think I'm ready for all that, and are those pencils really all that, and whatever. And then I kind of started learning more the difference in what they do, and it's like, oh, that's why people talk about this one. That's why people talk about that one. So it depends on what I'm coloring. It's like sometimes which pencil I use, basically. But it seems like I'm always using. I will pick a soft pencil, brand and mix it, and then use a hard pencil brand with it. So like comparatively, so like I'll have one that's softer compared to the other one, which will be harder because you use them differently.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of think that's why Karen Dash has both the Luminance and the Pablos, and then um what you call it, Derwent has like the color blend, which are hard, and then they have the light fast ones, which are they're called light fast, and they're a softer pencil. And I think that's why they do that, because like when you're making stuff, and like I guess if you're doing portraits or whatever, you kind of need both. You need one to kind of just put in the basic colors or whatever, and to blend, and the other one you kind of need for details. So,
I could see that. I could see needing a harder pencil being useful for like fur, maybe.
mm-hmm. Yeah, texture, showing texture. I can't say that word, but yeah. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with the rest of this. I could do something I haven't done before. I could use watercolor pencils. That would be different. I don't do that.
I say go for it.
Oh
You be
yeah.
the brave. You be the brave person.
Me?
Yeah, you be the brave person,
I actually
and I'll
thought
be over
about
here.
using crayon. Thought about using crayons too. Especially when you had your crayons out earlier. I said, I wonder.
Yeah, I'm a crayon fan. I couldn't believe it. I hadn't used a crayon in decades, and yeah, very very long time.
Okay. Or do I want to try see how much I could do on the inside with these? How daring is that? But I kind of need my blendy things. I don't know.
What's the blending thing?
The like how you were using those little blenders, the
Oh,
small tip things. Yeah, but I don't know where mine are. They're here somewhere. I don't know. I'm gonna take a walk on the wild side. I
what
don't get
color
any.
is this dahlia purple? You probably should look at a color before you start using it, huh?
Nah.
put the put the color down and then say, what color is what color is this?
I do that all the time. I just pick it up and put it on there. It's like, oh,
Hmm.
use first, think later. I don't know. This might be a bad practice, but sometimes I just do it. Just like I don't know what I'm doing right now. I have no idea. I'm just doing it. It's like, whatever. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Ugh, I feel like I have an earache, which is really weird. They don't have like there was an earwax gel that I used to get all the time that came in a little tube, and it seems like they don't sell it anymore. I can't find it anywhere. And that used to be perfect because you didn't have to worry about stuff dripping out your ear while you were waiting for it to work and all that. So I bought some other stuff, and like everything I looked at makes you use, you gotta flush it out or whatever. It's like, but I don't want to do that. And so I did that with my right ear, and um I don't know, the plunger. I used a syringe, and it just all of a sudden, like, went like I was trying to force it because it didn't want to plunge, and then all of a sudden it does it, and then it did it with such force. It's like, oh no.
You thought you'd injured yourself?
Yeah, now I have kind of an earache, so I don't know if it wound up pushing some of the wax deeper in my ear or what, but that was annoying. So drink a lot of water, take a decongestant, and see if that kind of makes it, I don't know, just something.
So the gel, it would just clear your ear?
Yeah, because it would stay there because, like, it was a gel. You didn't have to worry about it dripping out of your ear. And it would kind of like just dissolve, and that was it. You didn't have to worry about flushing or anything, which was nice. And it doesn't seem like they sell anything like that now. Okay, so what is this? Barn door? Barn door. Is that the right one? There's a painting here too. Could use some watercolor there, I guess. Which I never do. I'm gonna erase. I don't know how much of that is the leaf. Who knows? I may wind up going over this with pencil and saying, well, that didn't do much. No, we'll see. We're going to go multimedia on it.
I like the concept of that.
Okay.
I've been trying to figure out some of the other challenges to do. There's a 100 coloring challenge. I don't think I'm up to that yet.
Yeah, I'm not. I can't guarantee that I can color every day. Or, I don't know. I mean, I might open a book and do like one tiny little thing, and then that's it. That's all I'm coloring for that day. I don't think that's enough to film. It's just not enough.
It's intimidating to me because not only is it coloring, which I'm still trying to figure out, but it's also recording, which I'm trying to figure out, and
Ah,
posting, which I'm trying to figure out.
yeah. So that's a lot. That's a lot
Yeah,
to take on.
it's a lot going on with that particular challenge, but I like the concept of it.
Hmm.
Having something that you check in with every day. Um,
Hmm. I would say try one of the challenges where you post weekly. That was kind of how I got into posting more, was doing one weekly, and the first one I went to was the mandala challenge because it's like, oh, well, color mandala, and then I posted on Monday. It was kind of like, you could work on it all week, and then Monday, post your video, so I could figure out how to do that. So it gave me some time in between to figure
I
things out.
like that concept.
Yeah. So that was
The
helpful. Or the
mandala.
one color challenge, which, like, I don't think there's like a posting, like, not a post every week or whatever kind of thing with that. So you just post it just when you're finished with it. So there's that one. I like
One color. How does that work?
that. You just there's a color for the month, and that one is sponsored by M Bean's Color with Me. Dawn is.
Oh, okay. She
Think
did
she.
the
I think
the
she has the thing
crayon one.
posted on her community wall, but there's a color for each month, and this month's color is gray, which I need to do. Oh man, I still haven't posted my mandala. I've been bad on it the past couple of weeks, but I did a mandala and I did it in gray for that. But I got to find another thing to color in gray.
So you just the oh I okay, I remember seeing that because I think Foxy was doing gray. So there's a color for the month.
Right.
Okay.
And each
Gray
month
is
there's a new
challenging.
color. Yeah, and you just have to have. I think like it doesn't have to be all gray, but or all of that one color, but maybe like predominantly or something. So
That's good because gray seems very challenging. So just shades of gray.
yeah, and that's what I did with my mandala. I used shades of gray, and I included like silver with that. And that's one thing, like with the like some of the alcohol marker sets, a lot of them actually have like more than one shade of gray, because I think that's what people do, like when they, I don't know, it's some kind of thing that artists do where they do like a study or something and it's all in grays, so they can get the values of whatever the subject is before they actually go in and start, doing the picture or whatever in color. They want to get an
Hmm.
idea of what the values are, and so they will do the picture in all grays. What the heck? A gnat? Where did that come from?
He just wanted to join the party.
Well, his party's over now. He's become a part of my page. I just smashed him. Oops. Sorry. Yeah, so like I know Prisma. Oh my gosh, I love Prismacolor's grays. All those French grays they have, and they have a warm gray and 10% French gray and 50% French gray, 40%. I love those. I love those pencils. So I don't know why I'm putting so much purple in here. I suppose I need to add some water. Let's see what happens. I have my. I saw it, but I wasn't looking for it. Let's see if I can find it now to see how this blends. And where did this come from? Uh, oh, oh. Now the pencils to fall. Uh, is it wet? Is it wet? No, I'm not really a big one on the whole dabbing thing. That kind of like annoys me, but I guess we're gonna do it. So we must try everything to use our supplies. And it's safer me using this than it is a whole thing of water. That's for sure. But do I know what I'm doing? Not really. Let's see, my urge is I want to cover the lines.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so weird. I do. I want to cover the lines. I might use an acrylic marker to do that. I guess that's just my thing lately. Well, because when I've seen people who have transformed pages, they've done that. They've covered up the lines. So I think that's where that's coming from in my head.
Does it seem counterintuitive to cover the lines, or is it more intuitive to cover the lines?
I don't know. I think it's kind of counterintuitive. But I mean, I guess it depends on the effect you're looking for, though. And when I see what they do with their pages, it's like, oh. So, like I was watching, what's her name, this morning, Miss Spondy something. She's like French. And she speaks
Mhm.
French, so I'm assuming she's French. And I always see her color in Kirby books. I don't think I've ever seen her color in anything else. And I think she was coloring in Mythomorphia or Mythic whatever, one of them, Mytho whatever. Um, and Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I don't know. She uses watercolor a lot too, or water-based things. And she was actually coloring. She colored like in the whole background. She put in herself painted trees, little trees in the background, and
Wow.
yeah, and she was painting trees underneath. I don't know the creature's mouth because I don't know the mouth is kind of gaping open. I didn't quite get the perspective because I just was watching her do that. It's like wow. And when she does stuff, it just looks like it belongs there, you know? So, but it seems to be her style. She usually does her books that way. I think I actually posted it on my wall. I think I shared it because I always find her process interesting. I see. I kind of like that color, but the lines are bugging me. The black lines are bugging me.
I like it. It looks very nice.
Thank
Those
you.
pencils, put those pencils to work.
Yeah, that's another thing. If I use the Prismacolors, that might actually color cover the lines. So let me see. Let me do this. Okay. And I don't know. Maybe I have used these in one book or another, but like it's not my practice. So this is kind of like I think this is a first. Okay, next. I'm kind of wondering with this if I should leave the pink there and put green on top and see what happens. I feel like living dangerous.
Only, I would say maybe erase a little bit of it because green and red are complementary and they make mud.
Yeah, but don't you kind of want a little bit of brown in your
A little bit in your leaves, but maybe. I mean, it's your world.
I don't know. See, like I get a little wild. I start wilding out.
It's your world. And well, I will say this. The King art, they dry so well that the other color really does cover it up. So it
Hmm.
almost doesn't matter if you erase it or not.
Okay. Did I use? Is that the barn? Oh yeah, it's the barn door. That's
One of the things I'm really excited about too is I have a lot of Copic markers. I've used Copic markers for years, and I didn't know that alcohol markers were having such a renaissance in the coloring world.
yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, I already have those.
Oh yes. I
But
think
I did buy a small set of alcohol markers at either Ross or somewhere. They were so inexpensive. And I thought, well, let me practice in these coloring books with these before I practice with my Copics because they're very pricey. And I want to know if they're going to, if my nibs are going to be bothered by the coloring books. I suspect not, but I just
hmm
don't know.
the whole thing is like the bleed through that you have to kind of. I think that you have to look out for. It's like if you have a book that has images on both sides of a page,
Mm-hmm.
then you have to watch out for that because I guess they bleed, right? Because it's an alcohol
Yeah,
marker.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so that's the only thing about them, which kind of annoys me because like they're I don't know. I wish they didn't, but I also wish people didn't put images on both sides of the page too. But they didn't ask me, so
I wonder why they do that. Why would they put it on both sides? If maybe they'll stop if they know that the people in their target audience wants to use their alcohol markers.
Yeah. And then, like, I guess you can use, like, primer or gesso or watercolor ground or something on the page. But then I wonder, like, I don't want to use my colored pencils after I've done that on a page. Like, if I wanted to do, like, mixed media, then I have to be careful what went on first and what went on next, because it seems like that would ruin the tips of your colored pencils. And it might possibly ruin the tips of your, be kind of rough on the tips of your Copic markers too.
I think, yeah, depending on what you use, because gesso can be quite sandy when it's
Yeah.
dry.
Yep. Because I tried that, like, in the one of the Kirby books, the Kaleidomorphia book, and I used Daniel Smith watercolor ground on one of the pages, because I was thinking I was going to use all I don't know, either the distressed watercolor pencils, or just plain watercolor pencils, and it really is rough. I was like, oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
So
The Daniel Smith, you said watercolor ground?
yeah, it's
Mm.
I have it right here. It's kind of expensive, but I think I also use this because I saw a video that Foxy had from, I don't know how long ago it was, but oh jeez. Okay, nothing was hurt in that one. It just wanted to fall. I just let it. Okay, I saw her use this, and so I've used this on some pages too.
I have that. It's
And
pretty smooth.
yeah, this is a lot smoother, I think, than this is.
There are some smooth gessos too. I don't know about watercolor ground because I'm not a watercolor person, but I have some gessos and mediums because I use acrylic paints.
Mm-hmm.
And the satin glazing liquid is not so rough. And there are some gessos that are actually smooth.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you one. Hold on.
That probably would be the thing to go with on coloring pages. Just if you know you're gonna, if you're not gonna use water, or if you know you're gonna use pencil and water, or
This
markers and water.
gesso is Liquitex. It's a great clear gesso. It's not so sandy, but it's not super smooth either.
Uh
But
huh.
this gesso by Art Basics um, is very smooth.
Okay.
So yeah, they're all a little bit different, but the clear gesso, most gessos will have some texture, some more than others, but you can find smooth ones too. But yeah, the Art Basics is pretty smooth. It's not my go-to gesso for a canvas because I'm not looking necessarily for it to be smooth, but if I'm doing a painting on paper,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I want it to be a little bit smoother. So it just kind of depends on what you're looking for, but I hadn't thought about really using them for coloring books. I guess all bets are off. All art supplies are on the table for coloring,
Yep. Every last one of them.
which
Even
works for me.
clay. Put some clay in your coloring pages.
Everything.
Hey, I've thought about it. Like, to raise, like, to give it, even like in the background, to do a background and have it be like kind of chunky.
When I first went to my mother and I just walking through the store saw these coloring books and we picked them up. I never thought all of what is going on in the adult coloring world was going on. I just thought it was going to be maybe colored pencils, and I didn't even think crayons really. I thought colored pencils, and we bought her a set of colored pencils too. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, no, that's just the tip of the iceberg. That's just the bare minimum is colored pencils. And so I'm like, man, looking around my room with all of my art supplies. I'm like, I can use this same stuff in a coloring book.
Yeah, because I actually have a set of heavy body acrylics. That's something I want to experiment with in a coloring book. Um, that's on my list of things I want to do this year with coloring to see what they do.
That would be cool.
Okay. What is? I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna go with that green or not. I could make the leaves purple. Okay, that's going out on a limb. What color is this? This lime marmalade. Brown. I need to do more with that one. I don't know what. I have white. It would be too boring. This is all stuffed up. Ugh.
I went down another rabbit hole on Amazon, which coloring, I can't blame that for my Amazon problem. I had that problem before coloring, but I started buying these gel highlighters because they put me in the mind of the gel sticks, but
Mhm.
they are different, like muted colors, and so I thought, oh, these will kind of, be a good supplement to my um to the gel sticks. So I ended up getting several of those. And if I ever get my act together to post another video, I'm going to do a haul video to show all of those colors. But let me show you just a few of them. I really went down a rabbit hole, but these are some of the colors.
Ooh.
So they kind of fill in where the King Art, doesn't necessarily have the color.
Yeah, I like how narrow they are.
Mm-hmm.
So that was one of my things I was fussing about. That yeah, because I wanted to use them like you were saying, like to use them on the hair and stuff, but like the tip of the King Arts are, they're not narrow enough to really do that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that would. Looks
You
like
would
it.
have to put them on the palette and kind of pull them off with a very narrow tool or brush, I guess, if you wanted to, to use the regular King Art.
Uh huh.
But I'm gonna see how those work. But they had tons of colors and tons of brands. Now, I'm not a person who will buy a lot of different brands of the same thing. I feel like, okay, that's kind of the same thing. It's just a different brand. But
Uh
I
huh.
will try to get one brand that has a lot of different colors available. And so that set that I ended up, it wasn't even one set, it was several sets.
Uh huh.
But they come in so many colors. And I was like, okay, okay, I'm gonna try these out. And they really do put me in the mind of the King Art, just in, more muted, softer um, colors. Well, the King Arts have soft, muted colors too, but just colors that are not available in the King Art.
Yeah. Do a review. I want to see them. I know it takes a bit to do that. That's why I think sometimes it's just so easy just to come on, click on live, and like just do it, and you don't have to like no editing, just like get her done.
Hmm. I filmed a lot of clips for it. I just have to figuring out the editing, the editing part.
Uh huh.
It's like it's easy enough to turn on the camera and film the little clip. Oh, look, I got these, these highlighters or these things that you might find interesting. But then once you turn off the camera, you still have to put that together into a video.
Uh huh.
So I'm trying to figure it out. I've been using Adobe Premiere Pro.
Mm-hmm.
So
Does that seem to be user friendly?
I think so. I mean, from a person who doesn't have much experience with anything else, it's kind of the first thing that I used, so I'm just using it, but it seems pretty intuitive
Mm-hmm.
so far. I mean, I put together that little Prismacolor sale alert. That didn't take too long to put together, and then I did a little short for the crayon challenge, and it's not so bad. So I would say thumbs up so far for the Adobe Premiere Pro.
Does it give you free music or whatever to use?
No, mm-mm,
Oh,
it
shucks.
does not. Well, I take that back. It does. But you have to get a subscription, separate subscription. But it kind of ties into Adobe Stock,
Uh huh.
and Adobe Stock has music.
Oh, okay. Just I don't know. I get annoyed by all of these things, and
Mm-hmm.
you gotta get this to get this, and it doesn't have this, so you gotta add this, and it's kind of it.
Yeah, I want it to be simple.
Yeah, me
I
too.
just
One stop shopping, no extras. Just I guess
Mhm.
that's asking too much, and I'm sure. But, oh well.
It is. Seems like I feel like this is a non-coloring opinion, but I feel like we as a society of humans have let companies get away with providing less and less service. And so before, back in the day, if you bought software to do something, that company did its darndest to make sure that it gave you everything you needed to do that thing.
Yes.
It wasn't, they didn't rely on the customer to be so a la carte in their approach. They would provide everything in the box, so to speak.
Yep.
But now they've gotten so used to, they've trained the consumer to fill in their own gaps. And so they're just lazy and they just say, we're just going to put out this partial product. We're going to call it video editing software, but it doesn't include everything they need for video editing. Well, we've trained the consumer. They know to go out and get the other parts.
Yep. I agree. That's what's. I agree. I
So,
don't. I don't know. And it's like I don't know. This kind of virtual ownership of something, like they can snatch it away at any time, but you have been putting into it and paying for it or
yep.
have paid for it. It's like I just remember like the I had a WinZip. Um, I owned WinZip, the software,
Hmm.
and I had like it was called a lifetime, you know, subscription that I paid for. And then when I went to put it on a computer, like what, like 5 years ago, oh, we don't do that anymore. We don't honor that. I'm like, it's supposed to be a lifetime subscription. What do
Hmm.
you mean? That's what I
Yep.
paid for. I'm
Yep.
still alive and
Yep.
using it. Like, no, we
That's
don't
the
honor
thing.
that anymore. I'm like, well, that's a bunch of crap.
Yep. And I really don't like that. But I mean, we've let them get away with it. And this is why I tend to look to legacy companies first, because I find that they at least somewhat have that legacy mindset. So for
Uh-huh.
example, I will go to an Adobe first for a product because they tend to support their products a lot longer than
Yeah.
certain companies. So, for example, a Google product, Google will drop kick you in a minute. They will announce today that that product is going to be gone in 48 hours and they don't care.
Yeah.
Whereas a legacy company or a company with a legacy mindset like Microsoft, they are still providing support for products that they've abandoned 8 years ago. But
Uh-huh.
they have a legacy mindset. So you tend to get longer lasting support and more complete products from companies like that. So when I was like, okay, what can I use to edit? And I see, okay, Adobe has certain products. Well, let me try Adobe first because I at least know they're a legacy company. They have a little bit more of a legacy mindset. I'm learning this. I don't want to get drop kicked in the middle of it.
Right.
So let me try them. So far, it's working out.
That's good. I'm hoping that they, I don't know, I just feel like there's a point where they're going to examine the landscape and decide to go with what everybody else is doing.
Yeah, because
Because,
why should we provide this, pay for human beings to provide support for products if we don't have to?
yeah, I hope that's not the case, but I don't know. I think it's so weird. I've kind of been thinking a lot about that kind of stuff. Not that I need to have anything else in my head, but thinking about that whole, like, how ridiculous it is for so many things to be based on the market and speculation and whatever. It's like it's really ridiculous because, like, when does it stop? Like, it's
Right.
just constantly feeding off of, I don't know. I don't know. It feels like it's got a bad foundation somehow. That
Hmm.
there's really a bad foundation in there that is feeding the lesser um, parts of us as human beings.
It's a race to the bottom, Linda. It's a race to the bottom. It is a race to the bottom, unfortunately. And in there, lost in the shuffle, is the consumer. And that's in every area. It's not just software. I mean, software impacts so much of our lives. But yeah, that mindset is everywhere. It's why my mother taught me, when you're buying clothes, for example, she taught me how to recognize good quality in the clothing. And so I'm like, okay, this is what you can tell. This is going to be good. This is not going to be good. And you used to have brands that you could say, okay, I don't have to think hard. I know if I buy this brand, it's going to be good. Well,
Right.
now, no, now I am really having to rely on the specifics of what she taught me because even if I pick up that brand, it might not be any good.
Yeah. It's sad. It's really sad.
Yeah. So
That's why I
it,
tell people, it's like, all the fuss about designer clothes, I says they are not what they were. Designer labels, it means nothing. Just means they put a different um label inside so that they can charge you more money. That's about it. They're made in the same place. And
you
they're also
really hit
not made
it.
well either.
You really hit it because a lot of people now, I think the meaning of designer has totally shifted. Their name used to carry weight because it carried quality with it. There was a
Yeah.
standard that went with it. Now, the name literally is just the name, and they don't have to do anything because people want to wear that name so they can post it somewhere and
Yeah.
they don't even have pride of ownership, whereas before they wouldn't dare have their brand attached to something that was not top tier,
Yep.
right? You never had to worry if you picked up, you know, old school. I'm thinking about my mom, Oscar de la Renta, or you never, they wouldn't dare.
Yeah.
Now it's like you might have a modern day Oscar de la Renta on a set of paper plates, and they'll be selling them for $300.
Yep. It's sad.
It is a sad day, but I try to, I use what my mom taught me. I try to stick with decent brands that have shown themselves to be decent, but I have no expectations of loyalty, I'm telling you, because they will just abandon ship.
Yep. Okay, I'm doing it. I'm doing the screen
All right.
without erasing. Just
Well,
like,
it's dry now, so it
I'm a
should be
rebel.
okay. Hopefully, it'll be okay.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much dry. So that's one thing that's nice about these. They're really like, I'm glad I got them. Let me just say that. Oh, is this a light green? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Do I want white or light green? Oh, my nose. Goodness gracious. I don't know how much is going to go on there. Let me do that first. Ooh, that's kind of putrid. Oh, but it makes this green greener. Okay.
Mhm. So, have you bought any oil pastels? I see people using those a lot too.
Those things scare me. And like, actually, I think I have a set. I was like long before like I was coloring because I do oil painting, so I thought that I would like oil pastels. Ooh, they scared me. I don't know what to do with them. I
Oh,
do
oil
not.
painting. I I never liked oil painting. No, let me take that back. Let me correct it. I love oil painting. However, I used to never have the patience for it to dry, which is
No.
why I started in acrylics, because look, that is, you can control how fast or slow it dries. Like you can, you got slow dry mediums and stuff, but
Hmm.
I didn't have to have patience for it. And not only that, the fumes of the oil paint. Um
That's what I was gonna say at first. The smell. Yeah.
mhm. And that's one thing that I like about oil pastels, even though they don't dry. So they have the same that in common with the oil paint, but they don't have the smell of.
Hmm.
But I like the oil pastels because I can put my fingers on it and smudge them around.
I love the colors. They're so vibrant.
Hmm.
Love that. But yeah, I was like, I did not have any technique, and so I was like scared of them. It's like, I can't.
When I saw people using them in coloring books, I was shocked because I thought, really? Oil pastels? Okay. Okay. We doing it all in a coloring book.
I'm gonna have to watch how some people use them because I do have some. I think they're downstairs somewhere. I got scared of them and put them away, and I never took them out again. But I still have them. So
Maybe we could do another live and we'll just move on to something else weird like oil pastels.
yeah, you try something different.
Just put them on down.
Yeah, this green actually turned out really green, so I guess it was dry
It's
enough.
very nice. Very nice.
So kind of want it a little darker though. It looks kind of. I don't know. Hmm. Okay, so I know this book likes these distressed watercolors, so that's good to know.
That's what another thing I was gonna ask you. How do you know what's gonna work on a certain paper? Do you just try it and see, or do you have like a test page in the book, or
Basically, I just try it and see. And a lot of times I'll try it out. Most of the time, um, if I'm consciously trying to try something new, I will pick a page I don't like sometimes to do that. Um, kind of like I'm doing in the that Johanna Basford Enchanted Forest book. I'm actually doing stuff I haven't done before, and I'm doing it on that page that like I'm rehabbing that somebody else had started coloring. And I continued, and I just didn't, I didn't like any of it. So I thought, okay, revamp, and I'm using a whole bunch of stuff in there just to see, just to play around with it. That's a lot of times what I'll do, and sometimes it just happens because, as you see on that little banner below, random as always. Yeah, sometimes it's just random. It's sitting next
just
to me on the desk. I thought, let's use this, and whatever happens, happens. For better or worse. It's not the best way to go about it, but that is actually what I do. So,
okay?
but I think like in some books, well, even like in Johanna Basford books, I think she has like test pages in there, where you can kind of see like what's works and how it works on that paper. So some books do have that. And then another thing that I'll do also, and I think some other people do too, is using like the faceplate page or whatever, if there's a picture on there, trying it out on that one because, you figure it's just some people don't even bother to color that page. So to experiment on that one where it's smaller.
That's scary to me. You're talking about like at the very very front of the book.
Oops, this thing just fell. Like in this one, I think I was using I hadn't used polychromos pencils in here before, so I tried. That's what I used here. Like just this little. Oop, you can't even see it. Can I move it? All right, I'm going to get it up there. Okay, gotta move this. That. So I thought, well, how do the polychromos work on this paper? And so, you know, I did the little flower. So it was just something small. And like, see, like this is bleeding through from the previous page. I don't know what's going on with that. And the flower from the previous page got on here. So now I know that I got to use this paper in between pages when I use
Mm.
pencil, I guess, because that's what happened. Mm, it's kind of weird. Doesn't seem to be happening with the King Art gel things though. There's no transfer.
They don't, and they dry completely, and they don't bleed through the paper. I really like them.
Yeah, that's a bonus. That is a bonus. That will keep me using these.
Let me see. I have no idea how to attack these gems, but I'm just going in.
Ooh, the flowers are pretty. Oh my
Oh, thank
gosh, look at
you.
your leaves. That's beautiful.
Thank you. Let me sharpen this. I don't know if I should mute it while I put this in the sharpener.
No, I don't. Well, I don't mind. I know when people do that, I'm like, why are you mute? You're working.
Yeah, we're
That's what
working.
happens. You gotta sharpen your pencil. What happened? Okay.
I noticed Hannah Karlzon has a lot of gems and jewels, so I better figure it out.
She does. Yeah. This actually looks more antique, kind of, than the other one. I
The
wonder.
gems in here.
Yeah, I don't know my plan for the gems. I don't. And then, like, what color to do? I make them the same color, different colors? I don't know what I'm
I
doing.
don't know. I'm just doing the Linda and the Foxy approach. Just put some color on there.
Let's see what happens.
We'll see. Every time I hear that, somebody say, "We will see." This is going to be completely random. I'm just going to warn you. What I'm about to say is completely random. But my dad had these old Richard Pryor albums,
Oh,
and there's a scene that I wasn't supposed to be listening to. And there's a church scene, and they're saying, "We will see. We will see," and they're talking back and forward to the pastor. I'm just going to leave it at that. So usually whenever people say, "We will see," I'm always thinking about that scene on that Richard Pryor album that I had no business listening to. Whenever my parents would leave, my brother and I, we would get those albums out and we would play all the stuff we were not supposed to be playing. And now I have all of those albums. My dad gave them all to me, and I'm like, I can listen to them now.
oh,
But yeah, we used to get them all out. One of the ones that I know, okay, the Richard Pryor was bad enough, but my dad also had these Millie Jackson. I don't know if you know her, but
oh yes. Oh my gosh, yes,
so you know, we
yes,
really were
yes.
not supposed to listen to those. He used to have those at the back of that record cabinet, and
Yeah, that's
we
the
used to
grown
go
folks. That's the grown
right for
folks
the Millie
music.
Jack. Right. And I honestly, this is the funny thing. I didn't even understand half the stuff she was saying at that
Right.
time. I knew I wasn't supposed to listen, but I didn't know what she was talking about. But now that I do know, I'm like, oh my God.
Like, ooh.
I still haven't told my dad that we used to listen to those. Now that I know what she's saying, I'm like, I'm taking that to my grave. I'm not going to tell that on myself. I guess I could now that he's giving me the albums, but still, I don't know. Oh, that's not too bad. I think I was super intimidated about these gems, and I guess this is something about coloring. You just have to make sure you don't get in your own head about everything, right?
That's a good part of it. That's a big part of it. I don't know what I'm doing with this. Looks really different from the other one. Mm, I like that one better. But anyway,
On your other live, it seems like you're about to finish this whole book.
this is the thing. Like, once I start a book, I don't know what it is, but I can't stop. It's like I have to keep going. And I don't know, I get in this kind of, I don't know.
You just kind of get on a roll.
Yep. And then suddenly, for one reason or another, I stop. And it's like I did that with, what do you call it, with Tales from the Forest Kingdom. I could not stop coloring in that book. I just kept going and going and going and going. And then one day I just suddenly, like, I don't know. I think somebody had a challenge, wanted to do something else. And then, so I went to that book and then that became the next one. I couldn't stop coloring in.
What's your favorite?
Foxy said we had the same parents. Richard Pryor and the Billy Jackson.
Yeah, I knew I wasn't supposed to be listening to that. But we would get those albums out, get that Richard Pryor going, and be rushing to put them up before our parents came back.
Figure out what this rope thing. Use pencil for that, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I started using this and I don't want to stop.
Those are the distress crayons, right?
Yeah. Yeah. They seem like to work well on this paper. For some reason, I didn't like them that much on the Kirby pages, but you know what? On Kirby pages, the images are there's a lot of small things, so that might be why I didn't like using it in there. Oh, just wasn't feeling it. More. Come out. Thank you, TaylorMade. We're done.
Richard Pryor, a genius of comedy. I mean, that man has made me bend over laughing.
I just remember going to see Bigger and Blacker. Not Bigger and Blacker. That's Chris Rock. Seeing his live after, like after he went back out on tour and stuff after his freebasing accident or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of the movie, that because it was like a stand-up comedy, he was doing do you remember that movie? And I can't remember what it was called, but it was Richard Pryor.
I don't
I
remember.
actually saw it in the theater.
That
And
would
at
have
the
been
end of the
awesome.
movie, he lights the match and like holds it up and like does this. He goes, "Yeah, I know what y'all were saying while I was out." It was so funny. It's like, oh my gosh.
I mean, he just was really just funny. You know, him and let's see, who else? Oh God, why can't I think of the name? There's a guy. He was a writing partner with. Oh, I can't. I'll. It'll come to me hopefully. But the writers, Red Fox. That's
Mhm.
one in that same kind of group. Really, really hilarious person. Paul Mooney.
Oh, okay. He
He wrote
scares
a
me.
lot with Red Fox actually. Huh?
I don't know why, but he scares me.
You know what? Him in his own, like, I'm doing my routine, he's a bit scary. But him as a comedic writer,
Mm-hmm.
hilarious. Hilarious. The funniest episodes that I remember of Sanford and Son were co-written by Paul Mooney
Oh,
and Richard Pryor.
I didn't even know that.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Richard Pryor wrote several episodes, and when I found that out, I went to find out to watch those episodes. The funniest Sanford and Son episodes, hands down.
Wow. I might have to look that up.
But yeah, Richard Pryor. The even the movies, like when he is it Which Way Is Up, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Really, really funny. Really funny movies.
Oh, the jewels. I don't
Mm.
know what to do with them.
What to do? What to do?
Yeah. Just looking at them like,
I don't really have a plan for these jewels. I really don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just doing something.
Yeah, tailor made. Oh my gosh.
Hmm.
What to do with that?
It's something that the lives that they lived made the best comedy.
Yeah. I'm afraid of the jewels.
You know who else I found very funny, but I found funnier as a writer, and that is Bill Cosby. He
Mm-hmm.
was really funny as a writer, and also as an actor when he wasn't trying to be funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I Spy. Was it that was what it was called, right? I Spy, the movie he was in with what's his name? That's kind of young, but I
I
don't
don't
know if I saw
remember.
reruns of it or whatever, where he was supposed to be. He was a tennis player, but he was really a spy. I
I
think
never saw that.
I don't know if the other guy was his manager or something. That was a
Oh
pretty good
wow.
show.
I never saw it. I just the main movies that I only remember him in. I guess I haven't seen his catalog, but was the ones he did with Sidney Poitier,
Uh-huh.
the Uptown Saturday Night and Let's Do It Again.
Yeah.
I thought those were really funny. Really funny. When I saw those, and then later, I don't think I saw Sidney Poitier's movies in order, but it was he was a totally different actor than he was in Guess Who's Coming to Dinner.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he's a fine actor in both, but I didn't. He had reach. Okay, you all, I'm gonna tell you, my dog is in here snoring. So if you hear snoring, that's my puppy. He snores like an old man.
Get close up of your picture. Beautiful. Oh, see, you got those jewels.
I'm trying something. I think they need some white.
I like how you have those little circles in the background.
Oh, oh yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's beautiful. I didn't even notice. Oh, how did you do that?
I use crayons. My new friend, the crayon.
Oh, and you did that over the um
Under.
oh, you did it under.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Foxy says dogs need CPAP machines.
Mm-hmm. Mine does.
Oh,
He
you're coloring
snores.
now, Foxy? I was thinking you were on call. Yeah, if you close the book and I don't know, close the book and put something on it, it'll flatten out. That's what I do. Just put something on it. Oh, let's see. This might be too narrow. I can't. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I want to do this. I suppose I could do the dab, dab, dab. But I'm not really into that, but I could do it, I suppose. See, I already put too much water on
You bought some stickers. I was very surprised.
there. Yep. Well, because it kind of, I don't know. I figure I needed to do the, whether, I don't know whether it's junk journaling or art journaling or whatever. I figured I needed some, so I got them.
I really thought about doing the journaling. I saw a couple of videos and it looks so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but and this is the silly reason not to do it. But I don't like calling it junk journal.
Uh-huh.
The whole
Well,
concept of like junk and it's so pretty. I feel like I'm gonna call it treasure journaling.
you could do that.
But
Yeah.
I think it's the term that put me off. So now if I call it treasure journaling, it doesn't put me off.
Okay. Yeah, just watching. I don't know really like all the terms or anything, but from watching Deb Hauk and um Jean and Martha, it's like wow. And watching all the things that they're doing, and then with watching Jean and seeing how she's reusing all these things that
Yeah.
normally would go in the trash and fill up the landfill. It's like, oh well, I got that. I can use that. I use that. So
Yeah, it's fascinating. I want to do it. I really do. I honestly, it just was the term that was putting me off.
there was somebody else I know was saying that too. It's like junk.
Right. I just was like, I don't know. I couldn't get behind it. But treasure, I can get behind the concept of that. Hmm. So how much coloring do you feel like you get done? Do you guys get a lot of coloring done every month? I know Foxy does. And I know you do too, Linda, I guess.
I
I
don't
see
know.
you guys doing a lot.
I don't pay attention. I don't know. I just do it because I feel like it or whatever. I don't really count. It's like somebody said you should do pages you colored in a month or whatever. I don't think I could keep track. I don't know. Because I don't necessarily finish pages in a month. Or I don't know. I don't notice. I don't count, and I really don't want to pay attention. I got other things to keep track of. To be honest,
Oh,
sorry, did that sound too crazy there?
I
But
agree with that.
yeah, I'm just like I do it to relax, and I don't care. I just don't care about keeping
I
track.
agree with that sentiment entirely. Yeah,
But if
I
I color all in one book and I just keep coloring page after page, it's easy to say like, well, what I did, but so I'm perhaps in that case I might do it, but not if I have to go open different books and all this other kind of stuff. No, 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 no.
yeah, I don't think that I will be a colorist that keeps track in that sense. At least I can't really see myself doing that for now.
I don't like that green at all.
Although for me right now would be really easy because this is my fifth page.
Hmm.
But I imagine after a while it won't be that simple, you know?
But I do like doing the challenges because I always learn something from them. That's what I really like. So
I'm gonna try the one color challenge. Maybe I'll do that in February. It's one color each month. When does she announce the color?
I don't know. Do you know Foxy? I just kind of find out, or I go look at her page, look for the video or something. But I don't even know. I don't like this green.
What color is that?
Rose. No, I just don't like the color of these. what do you call them? Pistils, stamen, whatever the heck
Mm.
they are. I need some sparkle. I think I gotta find something to zhuzh them up.
It seems like they're just crying out to be metallic
Yep.
or diamond or something.
So have to find the right. Thing to do that with. Oh, my nose. Goodness, it's so stuffed up.
Is it allergies or you have a cold or something?
No, it's probably allergies. It's pink next month. Okay, and Foxy says yes, it's on her community wall. Oh,
Thank you.
I gotta blow my nose. One sec.
I could do pink. Pink doesn't seem as challenging as gray. Gray was a little scary. I don't know what to do with the stamen in the flower. Maybe dark yellow?
It's like they need to be bedazzled,
I think so.
but I don't know what with. I think I'm done with these guys.
I have never tried those distress crayons. I have the distress ink pads because
Mm-hmm.
I was saying I use them for card making. And I have almost every color except I think 3. But I've never tried the distress crayons.
I don't know if I would ever buy them again. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like how they're working on this page, but I don't know. It seems like, yeah, I don't know. The verdict's out. Oh, I forgot. I need that side. Oh, shoot. Running out of space. I don't know what to add to this. I mean, I have. Yeah, I don't want to go there. I really don't. Oh my gosh. I have no room. See, I had this out earlier because I was using it. This stuff. And kind of thinking about it on here, but it's like once you start going there, it's like, oh brother,
I can't see.
there's no turning back. Oh, I'm sorry. So not paying attention. Yeah, this the acrylic paint. It's the shimmer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I don't know because like once you go there, it's like I don't know, it's a takeover spirit.
Oh, Lord. Not a Jezebel. Isn't the Jezebel spirit a takeover spirit?
I don't know, but well, I guess that's part of it. Well, gee, I should have done this for next month. But
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, you're ahead of the game. You got a pink page going already. I
um,
love pink too, Taylor. Pink is my favorite color. Pink and green and orange. This color is goldenrod. Is that the color you're asking about?
I wonder.
Taylor, do you have Hannah Karlzon books also?
If that will-
I can say this in my growing, small but growing collection, I really like her. But this is the only book of hers that I have. I told myself that I would get, different artists before I got multiples. And because I'm so new, there's so many people I don't have. For example, I'm thinking about ordering a Rita Berman book, but I keep getting stuck on which one to order.
Why did it taste so good on the one and not the other? Huh. It doesn't like that. Okay. Doesn't like distressed watercolors. Come through the outside. It's weird. It's like it does and it doesn't. Ah. Okay, we're not doing that. We'll work up here.
Although I do have multiples of mythographic, but they don't have the same illustrator. I don't think. I did color a page in a mythographic. I'm laughing because that was it was the opposite of this. it was it was a lot. There were parts of the image that at first I didn't know what it was. I didn't know. I'll show you. I'm among friends, right?
Yes, yeah. I showed my awful pages
This
and will
page,
continue to. Just to
I
let
thought,
people know everything doesn't turn out wonderful.
oh, let me see. Was it one of these? Or was it something totally different? Because I don't remember. Tell me what I was using it on, and then maybe I can figure out what color it was. But if it was one of these, this one is mineral orange, and this one is goldenrod.
I love that mineral orange. Oh my
Isn't
gosh,
it
I love
nice?
that color. Yes.
So this picture that I did in this mythographic book, I wanted to buy another book just so that I wouldn't have to face this page. But as I'm looking at it now, it's not so horrible. Do you feel like that sometimes if you finish something, you're like, that was terrible. But now as I'm looking at it, it's not the worst.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, I'm just going to show. I don't know how to make it show up. Oh, there it is. You see that hodgepodge of
Oh,
color?
looks like
It's
honey.
got it's got every color under the rainbow.
It looks like honey.
It's a blue, green, um, pink, yellow, purple.
Oh, your little label looks good too. It looks like gold.
The label is my favorite part of this page. Is the label. I
Oh,
think.
that's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, the label's my
Oh,
favorite part.
you covered your lines.
Yeah. But in a totally different color than any other color on the page. But it's not as bad looking back at it. Oh, you know what else I think I like about this? I think the bee's wings. I don't think I did a bad job trying to make them look transparent.
That is wonderful,
But
actually.
the tag and the bee's wings. That's my favorite part of this page.
Okay, you're gonna have to share how you did the wings.
Let me think. Oh, okay, so did, what did I do? Let me look at it. I think what I did is I put the white Prismacolor on the wings lightly, and then it acted as a resist. So then I went back with
Oh.
each color that was underneath.
Mm-hmm.
But because the white Prismacolor was there, when I went back with the black and the yellow and the brownish color for the honey, then it didn't show up as dark.
Ah, okay. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
And
The
it's
wings,
shiny.
I'm proud of the wings and the tag.
That's a nice page.
Thank you. But I decided I wanted, when I finished it, I was like, I'm going to get another one of these books because I've just wrecked this book. But then I decided, that's part of the journey.
It
I'm,
is.
I want to look back on it and say, this is one of my first pages.
Yep. You can see your growth.
Right. White. Okay. Oh, I think it was this. Was it? Wait. It was this cloud blue. I
That's
was
another
using
one of
it
my favorites. Yep.
on these jewels. It was cloud
Mm-hmm.
blue. Yeah. I like that color too.
Yeah. I don't want to dig in there. I really don't. I have one here. Oh, what was I looking for again? I forgot. I forgot. Oh, I can't find the color. So what's that?
Oh, wait. Maybe it was it this Decories pen, maybe, Taylor? This is a just a white gel pen. It's by Sakura. I don't know where this camera is. And it's called Decories. I don't think they sell these anymore. I've had these forever, and I love this pen, but I haven't seen them in a long time in a store. Okay, now
Oops, oops, oops. Mm-hmm. I don't know why I'm doing this, but have it.
oh wow, I didn't even color this leaf at all.
It's easy to
I'm
miss some of them.
fill that in.
What the heck? Hmm.
One thing I don't see too many people use is neon colors, and I love neons.
I like how they kind of show through if you use it like a lot. Sometimes I like to use neon pink like and put it underneath regular
Hmm.
pink because it kind of just gives it some kind of oomph.
It's kind of like for me with paint. This particular pigment is discontinued, but um, let me grab it.
Pink. I need a pink pencil, but I don't want to go digging for one.
Okay, it's like quinacridone gold, which is a pigment that I don't think they make anymore, but I always like to add that to warm up other colors,
Mm-hmm.
and it kind of just glows underneath whatever the other colors are, and I kind of think neon does something similar. I think.
So
Let me
when
see.
are you going to go live on your channel?
I when when it asked me today if you want to put this on your own channel also, and I think you were telling me that too, and I was like, yeah, nope.
Oh,
Cuz I mean, you have to manage what's happening, right?
yeah,
I
but
don't know.
what?
You have to manage what's happening, like how you are like, okay, I'm going to be on the big screen and then I'm going to switch it, and
Yeah,
yeah.
just leave
That
it up, everything just where it is. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to move stuff around. You
Oh,
don't have to
I'm
do
gonna
that.
consider. I want to do it because, like I said, I could have done that haul video and had it done instead of trying to edit it and figure out the editing part.
Mm-hmm.
But baby steps.
Sometimes though, I don't know. I always think of this way that usually like reviews or informational things. I always think are kind of nice as uploads, and then just coloring. It's just easy for me to just do that live.
That makes
Like I would
sense.
be annoyed if I sat there and like colored for an hour, recording me coloring, and then I had to edit it. I'd be like,
You got to watch it all back again.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
a good
we
point.
ain't doing this. No.
That's a good point. I think I will before too long, honestly. I Because I find that I really like this whole like all that goes with this coloring stuff.
Hmm.
Um so I think so. I would have to kind of figure out what would be a good time to do it or day and time to do it. I enjoy watching you all though. Like I try my best to get up to see Foxy in the mornings, but it's an hour earlier for me, so it's 5:30 in the morning, and I am not naturally.
Oh.
God did not make me an early riser. He just didn't. It's not my ministry. So I don't always make it, but I try because I enjoy listening to you all talk and share and, whatever thoughts come to your mind. And I worry that I'll be, trying to color and not mindful of keeping the banter going.
Hmm.
So, yeah. I will do it. I have it in my mind to do. At first, I was thinking that I was going to go and color all of these little circles she has. And then I thought, yeah, no, I don't think I feel up to that. So that's why I'm just putting these. I just thought I would just augment her dots with some
Mm-hmm.
additional dots of my own.
There you go.
It's like, I don't think I'm going to be doing that. I'm not going to do all of those. So, yeah,
Yeah, I'm
we'll
probably
just.
just gonna use a, like a metallic or glitter gel pen on those or something.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
If I ever get there, because I don't know, I can't. I may never get there. I'm like stuck on the flowers. I need a pink pencil, and I don't feel like getting out my pencil case.
Mm.
It's like that's gonna be. And it's like I don't feel like that. I already got too much stuff on my desk, so I'm like, I don't really want to do that. So I'm trying to do anything, but I don't know if
If
I want to keep these things green either. So I'm trying not to color those because I don't know that I want them to stay that way.
I can't see your.
Oh, oh, oh! Did I? Oh, I did it again. Oops. The little oh,
Oh,
where
I,
am I?
I
I can
still
do
forgot
that.
to go
Maybe
back and color that.
these things. I don't know if I want them to stay green. I don't know. They're bugging me.
It's pretty. I love the flowers. Those petals are gorgeous.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. So I feel like I'm kind of. I think I'm kind of reaching like where like the point like there's no where I need to like just kind of step back from it, and come back and have fresh eyes.
I understand. I think I'm about done with this picture. I'm not there's not gonna be any fresh eyes because there won't be anything left to do. See, this is why I'm not a polychromos girl. I need to get
Hmm.
the color down on the paper.
That's good though. I mean, that's good. And everybody has like their own approach and everything, and like you really did just show like I mean that's kind of like was an example of how to get a page done fast. And I actually, because I was coloring, I missed seeing you do a lot of this. I think I saw most of you do in the background, and I missed the flowers and everything. I look up and it's like, oh my gosh, she's done.
Yep, that's me. Me and my Prismas. Get the color on the paper. You know what else though too? The color. I love color. I have all of the versions of the color, except I don't have that 520 set, but I have the 300 set. I have their neon set because I love neon colors. I have their they have a metallic set. I don't have that. But those
Mhm.
color pencils, I find them to be similar in that they're a little bit harder than the Prismas. Nothing's as soft as Prismas. In
Mhm.
terms of pencils, I don't think, but they're soft and they lay down good pigment. And I like actually using the Color Macron or pastel set with the Prismas.
Ah,
I think that it's just a lovely set. I'll show some of the colors because I don't have them all in here, but
hey Mary.
these are the Color pastels. I don't
Mhm.
know which direction to move this way. Here they go. And I just think that they're nice colors and they complement the Prismas well to me.
Mhm.
And yeah, so I like those. Those are the two brands that I really use. The only other brand that I have, and I recently got, look, it is easier to do a haul video when you're live. I recently got this set of colors. I'm sorry, that's going to be noisy. Just a minute. This is their portrait or skin tone set, but I just think they're more
Oh,
pastels. Let me see. And they actually have these deep colors that are really good for skin tones, these browns and blues. I
Mm-hmm.
have no idea where this camera is. Where is the camera? Okay, there it is. Okay. But yeah, so I just got this set of colors as well. So that's what I'll do. I'll put them right here. And then this is the other colors that come in the set.
Pretty.
But yeah, I like Color as a brand. I like their products.
I
So
do too. Yeah, I do too. Definitely. Okay. So I gotta make a decision here. I think I'm gonna stop. I think it did get that out of the zone it was in, so that's hopeful. I
I'm
think,
I'm gonna be done. But I do have to come back and color these little beads here. I think that's all I have left, and then I'll be finished. And then I will post it to Instagram, which I now have an Instagram account.
yay! I'm bad.
So
I haven't posted to Instagram in I don't know how long. We're talking
I'm
years. Like,
I'm gonna post this on my brand new Instagram page.
oh, but
Um,
I'm gonna have to do it now though, because we're like doing whatever it's called. What's it called? I don't know. Color along, collab, something, whatever.
is is there an Instagram like collab?
I don't even know. I never get the words right to things. But but yeah, I will post this one then. And like, I don't know, can you tag people on Instagram?
I do not know because I'm new to Instagram as well. So I really wouldn't be the person to ask. But I am going to post this picture once I figure out what to do with these couple of beads in here. I'm going to post this.
Yeah.
And if there's a way to tag, I'm going to tag you and I'm going to say right here and now thank you to you and everybody else who has welcomed me and encouraged me to do this evening. I told Jay Carey that I was nervous, very nervous
Aw.
about doing this. But it was fun. It was fun. And before you know it, voila, you've got a finished page or
Yep.
almost finished.
Yep.
Hi,
It was fun.
Mary.
And I'm crooked and I can't seem to fix that either. I don't know. But
Oh, well, cricket is better than when I first came in. I was upside down. So, hey.
but this was fun and like I was hoping I learned some stuff from you, like with using um the King Art gel crayons. So and learn more stuff because you showed about coloring those bees' wings. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I see. It's stuff like that. I wouldn't think that anybody would want to know, but I hadn't, we all know different bits and pieces of stuff, right? So I can bring in my stuff that I know from painting and making cards, and I can use all that stuff. And then I'm soaking up information from you all.
Yep. That's how it works. We all share like what we know. Definitely.
Uh-oh.
So, I think I want to end things now because I'm getting kind of sleepy and I'm getting stuffed up again. Like, I don't know. I need to do something with my nose.
Yeah, this is a good place to end. Next time you guys see this page, it will be complete and posted on Instagram. And thank you all very much again. And if the Lord says the same, Foxy, I will see you in the morning.
Okay, that sounded good to me. Great job, Ivy Pearl. Hi, Jake Carey.
Hi, Jay
And hi, Mary's
Carey.
wife. I don't know if I said hi or not, but we're getting ready to head out, so you can watch us on the replay and enjoy Ivy Pearl's debut.
Yes, I had a debut. That's what we're gonna call it, a debut.
Yep.
I had a
Your
good
nails
time.
are gorgeous. Your nails are absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I had a good time. I didn't know where this page was gonna go, but it went somewhere. These
Yes,
pages
it
went somewhere,
did.
didn't they, Linda?
Yep, and that's the other thing I learned. The crayon that you put underneath the circles, or the crayon that you put underneath the King Art gels. I'm gonna remember that one. That's a good one too. So
Yeah, gotta use stuff in different ways. And good old Crayola is how I
yeah,
got these circles on here.
awesome.
All right,
Okay,
bye, you
I'm gonna
guys.
head out, everybody. Good night.